Japan's beauty is not only in its landscapes. It is also hidden in the small habits people practice every day. Before entering a Japanese home, people leave their outdoor shoes at the door. Clean spaces begin with this simple habit.
A small action at the doorway, respect for the place we call home.
Wow, look how clean this is getting!
Let me help you with that heavy book. Thank you so much, Yuki.
Life. So often we view cleaning as this heavy burden. It's a chore we gotta rush through on the weekend just so we can get back to our actual lives. But the Japanese perspective flips that completely upside down. Over there, cleaning is integrated right into the very rhythm of the day. It's this peaceful daily philosophy that brings calm to the mind just as much as it brings sparkling order to a room. So let's begin our day and see exactly how this works. Morning in the home. The entrance.
Yuki's day begins right at the threshold of the home. This space is known as the Genkan. Notice that warm sunlight spilling through the doorway and those fresh, colorful hydrangeas resting in the pot right nearby? Well, the Genkan isn't just a place to dump your stuff after a long day. Oh no. It is a meticulously cared-for boundary between the bustling outside world and the private sanctuary of the home. By interacting carefully with this entrance space, Yuki and her family make absolutely sure that the inside of their home stays pristine, comfortable, and totally separated from the elements outside.
Now, the crucial point here is exactly how this is done. It's a very structured routine. Step 1. You remove your outdoor shoes immediately when you walk in. Step 2. You don't just kick them off into a pile on the floor, you place them neatly in a dedicated wooden cabinet facing outward so they're ready for when you leave. And step 3, slip into a pair of clean, comfortable indoor slippers. These precise physical actions might seem incredibly small, but they trigger a profound psychological shift. You are literally and metaphorically leaving the dirt, the stress, and the chaos of the outside world exactly where it belongs. Outside. Moving deeper into the house, we see how this simple lifestyle creates a really seamless rhythm. On the left, we've got the morning routine. There's Yuki gently wiping down the wooden table, while her mom peacefully waters the potted plants. Imagine that subtle, rhythmic sound of the cloth wiping across the wood, mixing with the cheerful chirping of morning birds right outside those open sliding doors, letting in the fresh breeze. Then on the right, we see Yuki later in the day. She's wearing an apron, carefully preparing a simple, fresh meal, chopping vegetables, wiping the counter as she goes. Notice how there's no frantic energy here? The acts of cleaning, tidying, and cooking all blend together into one continuous, mindful flow of daily life. And this brings us to a really profound realization. A simple lifestyle creates a calm and happy home. Think about it. When you aren't constantly fighting against a massive mountain of accumulated mess, your home actually supports your well-being. By spending just a few intentional minutes every single morning on these small, mindful actions, wiping a table, watering a plant, folding a blanket, families make a massive difference in the overall peace of their household. It's all about daily consistency rather than weekend intensity. Now, let's take a peek at Yuki's own personal space. Just look at this colorful, bright room. It's highly organized for sure, but it doesn't feel sterile or empty at all. It feels warm, cozy, and lived in. Notice how her soft toys and books are beautifully arranged on those wooden shelves. Right now, she's gently putting a red plush toy into a beautifully patterned storage box. And if you look closely, you'll see that those boxes are clearly labeled. Art supplies go in one, toys in another, and books rest entirely on their own designated shelf. The lesson here is absolutely invaluable, especially for anyone struggling with clutter. When everything has a place, cleaning becomes easier and life feels peaceful. Just think about the frustration of trying to clean up when you don't actually know where things are supposed to go. It takes twice as much mental energy. But with intentional personal organization, tidying up becomes almost automatic. You don't have to agonize over where to put things. You just return them to their home. The emotional benefits of this are just huge. It significantly lowers your daily anxiety. All right, next we're moving to a very special place in the house, the sanctuary of the bathroom.
In a lot of cultures, the bathroom is really just a utility room. It's a place you quickly scrub down only when it gets visibly dirty. But here, look at the stunning space with its bright blue tiles and deep wooden soaking tub. You can almost feel the peacefulness radiating off the screen. The water in the tub sparkles, and the whole room is luminous, just bathed in natural light pouring in from the garden window. We see Yuki helping to wash down the tiled floor, while fresh, fluffy towels are meticulously arranged on a wooden bench. They put serious effort into keeping the space absolutely immaculate, and they clean it not just weekly, but every single day. To define this clearly, Japanese bathroom cleanliness is all about maintaining the washroom as a pristine sanctuary to ensure it remains a deeply relaxing environment. See, because bathing is considered a vital time to cleanse the mind and body after a long day, the space itself literally must reflect total purity. You can't truly unwind in a space that feels grimy or cluttered, right? The bathroom acts as a daily retreat, and its absolute cleanliness is exactly what unlocks that deep, deep sense of relaxation. Okay, so we've seen how these habits shape the private home. But what happens when you step outside? Let's take a look at the afternoon in the community and focus on shared spaces. Here we have Yuki walking through her town in the afternoon. She's got her notebook in hand, strolling along these serene, river-lined dirt paths right beneath blooming cherry blossom trees. You can see other villagers in the background just going about their day. But notice something. There isn't a single piece of litter anywhere on the ground. Not one. The breathtaking beauty of this town isn't just because of nature, it's because the people actively protect it. This right here is exactly how personal cleanliness scales up to the city level. Just look at the beautifully clean, stone-paved streets, lined with vibrant flower gardens and local shops. And notice the citizens on the right, actively participating in a highly organized communal recycling station. They are carefully, deliberately separating their glass, their plastics, and their paper. This vital task isn't just pushed off onto sanitation workers. It is a shared civic duty. Everyone plays a daily part in managing waste responsibly. This really delivers one of the most important lessons of this entire explainer. Clean cities are created by people who respect their surroundings. Public cleanliness simply doesn't happen by accident, and it definitely doesn't happen just by having strict municipal laws. It is entirely built on a rock-solid foundation of mutual community respect. When you view the street outside your home as an extension of your own living space, well, you naturally want to keep it beautiful for yourself and for your neighbors. It's a truly community-wide effort that touches every single generation. We see families working together in the bright green garden, planting and watering hydrangeas. We see neighbors out on the street with brooms, sweeping the public walkways. We see kids at schools sorting the recycling. With Yuki at the center of it all, maintaining her own desk, we suddenly realize that everything is deeply connected. Let's break down exactly what children like Yuki are actually doing. At school, they don't rely entirely on janitors to clean up after them. No, the students themselves are responsible for sweeping the classroom floors, wiping down their own desks until they literally shine, watering the school's plants, and organizing all the communal books. And then, that exact same attitude naturally extends outward to community recycling and sweeping the public streets. By doing these specific tasks every single day, everyone learns super early on that they are personally responsible for keeping the places they use beautiful. As Yuki's teacher so beautifully puts it, taking care of our classroom means taking care of each other. This cements an incredibly powerful idea. Cleaning is never seen as a punishment. And it's not just about hygiene either. It is an act of deep empathy and community care. When you clean a desk, you're making sure the next student has a pleasant place to study. You are showing real, tangible respect for your peers. Now, as the day winds down, we reach our final core principle: evening. Deep respect for nature. We find Yuki spending her evening tending to a garden right at the edge of a serene river. Imagine the tranquil sounds of a small waterfall bubbling away in the background and the gentle evening breeze catching those falling pink cherry blossoms. She's gently planting flowers, wearing her gardening gloves, hands deep in the soft soil. You see, cleaning and organizing aren't about dominating your environment or scrubbing away the outside world. They're really about harmonizing with the natural world. Tending a garden is just another form of tidying. It's helping nature be its most vibrant, beautiful self. So, as we wrap up this peaceful journey through Yuki's day, I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative thought. How will you bring this harmony into your own home today? Look, you don't have to change your entire life overnight. But maybe tomorrow morning you can take just one extra moment to neatly align your shoes at the door. Or maybe you can spend 2 minutes mindfully wiping down your kitchen counter, not as a heavy chore, but as a way to create a calm space for yourself. Remember, small actions make a massive difference. Thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer.